Are we recording? Yes, I think we are recording. My goodness, guys, it has been a while since I have sat down and chatted with you guys. I think I haven't posted anything in 2 weeks, which means I probably haven't recorded for about 3 weeks. That is a long time. Spring has been rough. Spring is always rough. It's such a big change in weather. It's like storms, like April in particular in Canada, or at least in Ontario where I live. If you know, you know. One day we get a snowstorm, and then the next day it's 20 degrees Celsius. And that keeps happening back and forth the entire month. My sinuses are all messed up, my joints are screaming, and it's just been a roller coaster. It's been all sorts of up and downs, but there is also a little secret that I have been keeping from you guys that I really wanted to come out here and share with you. I am super nervous about putting this out in the open. I don't know why I'm so nervous. There is a reason why I also want to share this with you guys. Is because I want to be held accountable. Okay, I'm going to say it. Why am I finding this so hard to share? I share like everything with you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to do it. All right. Many of you guys know that I have been hiking lately, and you also know that I absolutely love nature. I love camping. I love spending time outdoors, but hiking has been really difficult in the past because of my POTS, the Postural Orthostatic Tachycardia syndrome. If you don't know what that is, I will link a video in the description below that you can check out what POTS is. But basically it makes it really hard for you to stand for a prolonged period of time and to exercise. I also have fibromyalgia, I have post-exertion malaise, I have fatigue, I have a bunch of stuff that makes it difficult to hike. However, my POTS has been much better controlled this last, I would say 6 months at least. I have been consistently doing physiotherapy and it has really, really helped. What is really making my life difficult for hiking right now is my back. My back has been progressively getting worse over the last couple of years, I would say. And when I hike, I often feel that there is a nerve pinched. So when I start walking, it doesn't bother me as much. I do have that constant pain on my back. But then after about 45 minutes or so, somehow a nerve gets pinched. And it feels like there is a knife stabbed in my back and it just shoots down inside my bones and it's excruciating. And that often happens when I'm hiking back because I've done my 30 minutes or an hour to, what the trail is leading me to. And then on my way back, that is when it really acts up. And at this point, I have no choice but to continue because I have to get back. So you're probably saying, then why don't you make your hikes shorter? Why don't you hike 15 minutes one way and then 15 minutes back? Problem solved. Well, that is where the biggest problem lies. I have been dreaming of doing a thru hike. I am obsessed with thru hikes. I want to do hikes where I go and camp and stay several days camping and then hike during the day and camp at night and then hike some more the next day. And that requires me to hike several hours a day. And it also requires me to carry a heavy backpack. I want to show you a little clip from last year. So this trail is a moderate trail, and it's because it has those rocks and you kind of like tree roots and you got to go up and down and you really got to watch your step. So pretty. We're just maybe a little bit past halfway, and now my back is acting up. But I don't think it was the distance, I think it's the uphill. Maybe. So I'm just stretching my back here against the rock. Ah. Feels good. Let me show you my view. Not a bad view for a stretch, huh? Beautiful blue sky, beautiful green trees. I'm lying on the shade. Not bad. Okay, I didn't quite expect to have to climb this. I don't know, does the camera do justice? Probably not. And that's on top of what we already climbed. But we're almost there. This one here. And it is 7 to 9 days hiking. Can you imagine? With all those bugs. And if you're away for 7 to 9 days, you're carrying food for 7 to 9 days, plus all your camping equipment, and you're carrying all that on your back. Like, honestly, people who can do that, wow, I'm very impressed. I wish one day I could do it, but that day's never gonna happen. Lucky for you.
I'm not doing it.
As you saw on that clip, I had pretty much accepted that this was not something that I could do, that it's absolutely impossible for my body to be able to accomplish that. But this has been bothering me. It has been in the back of my mind, and I've been like, maybe if I train, maybe if I condition my body, like I can get myself to that point. And so I started training in January, and I've been sharing a little bit of this journey with you guys, going for short walks initially and then going for hikes. And there was a period, I think between February and March, early March, that I was doing amazing. I was doing amazing. And it really fed this dream. It kind of planted that seed that maybe I can do this, and it's possible. When the sun is gone and the wind blows, it gets a little bit chilly, but it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, the white is just so magical. All right, I'm gonna walk to keep warm. So I decided that I am going to do a through hike. And why not do the hardest hike in Ontario? Why not? If I'm going to do something hard, then I'm just going to do it hard. That's me. Go big or go home. Not very good for people that have fibromyalgia, but that's just kind of how my brain works. So I booked 10 days in the La Cloche, I think that's how you say, Silhouette Trail in Killarney, Ontario. And it's considered to be one of the hardest through hikes or several day hikes, trails in Ontario. It is a 100-kilometer trail. They recommend to do it in between, I believe it's 7 to 10 days. And I have booked 10 days. I have given myself the larger end of the spectrum so that I can do shorter days. The difficulty in this hike not only lies on the distance, but it also lies in the terrain. There is significant elevation gain. I'll look it up and I'll put it up here on the screen. But there is significant elevation gain. There is distance, there is bugs, because the only time of the year that I was able to book this is July, and it is peak mosquito season and possibly the tail end of black flies. And also how rough the terrain is. It's considered to be a hard trail. I'm laughing at just listening to myself saying that. I just got this fire inside of me that I was going to do it. I was going to become a hiker, and I wasn't going to let my disabilities determine and squash my dreams. So I started training, and it was going well until mid-March and April hit. My gosh, guys, it has been a tough month. I know a lot of you have been complaining of flares. I know that spring is hard because there's so much barometric changes with all the storms and the weather changing. My migraines got completely out of control from having it really well managed the last few months. My management wasn't as effective, and I have been working with my doctors trying to find something that would improve, to this last month being completely out of control. I had migraines every single day, and my abortive medications were not working. I was going crazy. If any of you guys suffer from migraines, you know what I'm talking about. I cannot even explain. Like, it's relentless. When it's there day after day after day, it's exhausting. It's exhausting physically, mentally. You can't eat because you're nauseous, you can't drive because you're dizzy, you can't do anything because the pain is so bad, the light sensitivity, the smell, the noise sensitivity, you can't go anywhere. All you want to do is just be in bed in the dark and hide from the world. And that happened right as I was going somewhere with my training. I was doing 3-4 hour hikes. I was doing good, guys. I was doing good. And then I started adding a pack, because that was going to be my next challenge, was to hike carrying a pack. And I started with just a backpack with my water bottle. And then I started adding weight to this backpack. And then I upgraded to the full backpack that I would be hiking with. And the last hike I did, I was carrying almost the full weight. I had everything I needed in the backpack except food. And I think food is gonna add about 5 kilos. We have to bring food for 10 days. Even though we're bringing all dehydrated, super light food, it is 10 days, and my husband would be carrying 5 kilos and I would be carrying 5 kilos. And so that was the only amount that I still had to add to be a complete replica of what the hike would be. And I was able to do it. I was able to carry my whole pack the whole way. Of course, I had help of my physiotherapist, I had help of my chiropractor. They slowly working on my back got rid of that nerve pinch. Oh my gosh, the difference that it makes to hike without a nerve pinching. And so I was so excited, but then I got hit by this flare that came out of nowhere. Well, did it really come out of nowhere, or did I push myself super hard? I think flares are never just one thing that causes it. There's not one single trigger. I think it's a combination of things. And for me, I experienced a very high level of stress, something that I haven't shared here on YouTube and is related to other family members. It severely impacted me. And then the weather, all the storms we had, the snow one day and the sun the next day, and then storm again, and then snow again, and then rain, and then it was crazy. And then the training, then me adding the backpack and trying to push myself each day a little bit harder. And I think it just combined it all, and it just blew on my face. And I was bedridden. And then my migraines were out of control, and my back was out of control. And I was not even able to go for a walk. So why am I sharing this here? I'm sharing this here because I just wanted to share with you guys my dreams, my goals, the things that I would love to achieve, the things that I'm working towards. And I want to share the process with you guys. I don't want to do it successfully, and then just show, hey, look what I did, look how resilient I am, look how strong I am. I want you guys to be part of the process. And if I fail, if I can't do it, I want you guys to be with me. One, because I want you to know that if you ever tried something and it didn't work out, that you weren't alone. And two, I will need support. And even though my family can be supportive, nobody is as supportive as other people with chronic illness, as my community. So I am here to ask you guys to cheer me on, to help me, to support me, and potentially comfort me if I fail in this. So the goal is on July 1st, I will be leaving to Killarney Park to do a 100-kilometer through hike of the La Cloche Silhouette Trail. There. I said it. It's out there. It is out there for accountability, so that I don't just, this is too hard, I don't want to do it. No, I told you guys I was going to do it, or try to do it, and so I'm going to do it, and I'm going to share the process with you guys. Right now, today, I haven't hiked in 10 days because it was pretty bad. I was taking a lot of painkillers and I was in bed a lot. But my back is a little bit better today. The weather is also getting a little bit better. My migraines are a little bit better. So I'm hopeful that maybe next week I'll be able to start training again. I know that I can do it, that I can physically do the hike, that I can carry the pack. It's how my body reacts afterwards that is the problem. So I need to find a way to get my body to be less reactive. And I feel that the more I do it, the less reactive my body is going to be. Because even when I just started walking, when I increased from like half an hour to 45 minutes to an hour of walking, I was down for the next 2 days. And now I can easily walk an hour without any problems. Now, if I do a 3-hour hike, then I might be down for a couple of days. Or even if I do a 1.5 to 2 hours hike with a pack, I will be down for a little bit. So I am not going to blame this whole flare just on the hike that I did with the pack. I think it's a combination of things. And I am just gonna keep on trying because this is what I have always been doing. Trying again, trying again. Sometimes I succeed and sometimes I don't. But regardless, I'm excited to be trying. I'm excited for believing that it could be possible. I am excited to dream and to have goals. And if I don't succeed, at least I tried. And it doesn't mean that I shouldn't try again and that I will not succeed in the future. So I would like to invite you guys to come with me on this journey and see where it leads. So today is April 14th. I have kind of a busy month coming up. My son is graduating from aviation college up in Thunder Bay, and we will be flying there for his graduation. My daughter is also graduating with her full commercial pilot's license, so I'll also be attending her graduation here. And then I will be flying to Brazil. And in the middle of all that, I have 3 brand collaborations coming up, which I am super excited to share with you guys. So I think this is probably going to be coming May, end of May, but means that I have to be shooting and trying the products during this month. So April and May is going to be a crazy month for me. Lots of happening, lots of travel, lots of filming, and hopefully lots of hiking. I am so excited for you guys to come on this journey with me. Thank you so much for being here with me. And if you'd like to follow this journey, make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any update videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.